guys, Dinner Lady here. Excuse me, still got a chest infection. So today I'm going to do a nice slow cook meal. It is Sunday here for us. You'll not see it until later on in the week. So what I'm going to be doing is Chinese braised ox cheeks. I'm going to serve that with a few vegetables on the side. So I'll bring you down and I'll show you what it is that we've got. Right, so what I have is I have two beef cheeks or ox cheeks, whatever it is that you want to say. They've been in the freezer, been defrosted in the fridge overnight. And we need a bit of lemongrass, which I also keep in the freezer. Some chilies, which again keep in the freezer, don't want them to go off. I've got a bit of ginger, I've got 2 cloves of garlic. I need 600 ml of stock with a stock cube. It's supposed to be Chinese cooking wine, but I didn't have any left and I couldn't find any, and I couldn't go into town yesterday, so I just got some dry sherry, some dark soy sauce, some hoisin sauce, and some oil to fry off the beef cheeks. And what we're going to have that with is some purple sprouting broccoli and some mixed mushrooms and some baby corn. So we'll get on and we'll start it. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is the beef cheeks. So I'm just going to get them out of here. I used that Weevac machine that I reviewed a few months ago for this. And whenever I'm getting stuff to go in the freezer now, I do like to do that because it does actually stop freezer burn. So I'm just going to pat these dry. And then we're going to get them with the oil into the pot, and we'll get them all browned off. Again, these are very economical as well. Get rid of that for now. Just going to dry them off. This is going to be a long, slow cook. We're going out shortly. It's my grandson. Our grandson's birthday tomorrow. He's 2. So what we'll be doing is we're going to go across there, so this can just be nicely in the oven while we're out and about. So I'm just going to get rid of a little bit of this. Don't think my knife's sharp enough, to be honest. Could do with a sharpen. But like I say, it'll all break down anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just want that big bit off there. There we go. Right. Another bit. So I'm just going to a little bit of oil. Just going to quickly bring this over. So I've just got a pot on. I'm going to use this. It's going to be cooking in this as well, in the oven. So I'm just going to turn that on. I'm going to salt and pepper the beef and get that on to start browning, and we'll do the veggies. Right, so I'm just going to put a bit of salt on. And a bit of pepper. I'll salt the other sides when that's in the pan. Right, so we get them put in. Right, so I'm just going to clean up on this and wash my hands down. Right, as you can hear, the beef cheeks are sizzling in the pan, and all I'm going to do is take off the skins off the garlic. And to one side, I want about half of this ginger. That is a little bit more than half. And I know everybody says about doing it with a spoon and everything. Yeah, you can do, but I'm stood here with a knife, so I'm just going to use that. Right, that's that done. And your lemongrass, just going to get that knobbly end bit off. And I'm just going to use 1 chilli for now. But all I'm going to do with that is cut it in half. Right, so I'm just going to slice all these off. Right, so I've done the lemongrass and I've cut the chilli in half, and I'm just going to slice this. And then I'm going to also cut it down just into little chunks. So this will be cooking for about 3 hours in total, but it's definitely one of those ones where you can easily prepare and then just put in the oven and just let it go for, to be honest, you can do it for as long as you want. I've got the oven set at 150. Like I say, it will be a low and slow one, this one. And I do like that sometimes on a Sunday, you know, when you've had a busy week. And don't get us wrong, I love a Sunday lunch, but sometimes it's nice just to put something into a pot and just let the oven do all of the work. Right, so I'm just going to carry on doing this. I'm going to slice my garlic, and then it'll be about time to put everything in a pot and put it in the oven. Right, so that's all chopped now. So I've got 600 mils of beef stock there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need 150 millilitres of cooking wine or sherry, like I've got here. That's that. Put that into the pot. And I want 75 mils of soy sauce. Go. That's straight in together as well. And I want 75 mils of hoisin sauce. That hasn't been open, this one. About the same. Hoisin. I should maybe have done that one first, and then the liquid could have get the rest of that in. But that's the sauce done for it. So I'm just going to go back over to the stove and we'll get on with it. Right, so they're nicely browned off now, so I'm just going to put in the lemongrass, the ginger, the garlic and the chilli just cut in half. Put that round a little bit. I'm going to get a tea towel because these side bits can get off. Just them round in the oil a little bit there. Yeah, and just now, you know, when the aromats actually get into there. Let's just release that flavours a little bit, and then we go in with the liquid. Right. What we're doing now is we're going to bring that up to the boil, and I want some.
That smells nice, what's this?
Ah. Some greaseproof paper. Just going to turn that up and bring it up to the boil. 2 seconds. Right, so that's nicely coming up to the boil now. So all I'm going to do is put some greaseproof paper on the top just so it doesn't evaporate too quickly. Didn't do that very well, did I? There we go. And then pop a lid on, and that'll go into the oven for at least 2.5 to 3 hours. Right, so that did have 3.5 hours. We were out longer than what we expected. And we did have food as well, so we've left this for a few hours as well just to sit here. But you can see that glaze on them beef cheeks now, and I've tasted it and it's absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to put the lid on that and warm it up. I've got me broccoli just blanching a little bit, and then we're going to stir fry the vegetables and have this with it. Right, so I've got my frying pan on. I've got the beef cheeks warming up, and I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in there. And what I've done is with the oyster mushrooms, sorry, the king oyster, I've actually just scored them a little bit. I'm just going to get that around there. That nicely warmed up. I'm going to get the mushrooms in first. Big ones here. Sizzling straight away. Beautiful, these. Actually, they're a lot cheaper than what I thought as well. Just dropped one. And with the oysters, I'm just going to just rip them in half like that. blanched the broccoli and some shiitakes as well, just rip them in half. Just nice, just something different. A nice, easy Sunday afternoon. Had a lovely time seeing the bear, and he started getting a bit tired, so that's why we came away. I think he was a bit overwhelmed with the amount of people that was actually there, so yeah, start these off. And in there now, I'm going to put in the corn. As you can see, all of that oil's gone. The mushrooms soaked it up. As soon as you start frying properly, it will release the oil again. So I'm just going to give these a few minutes before I add the rest of the stuff in. Right, as you can see, these have been frying off for a little while. So now I'm just going to put in the broccoli. And let that go for about 2 minutes, and then I'll put the rest in. Right, so what goes in now? There's a little bit more garlic, and that's that chilli that I had. You don't have to put the chilli in. Give it a little bit of a stir. And I'm going to go in with some light soy sauce this time, so I can get the lid off. And I'm just going to finish it with a little bit of sesame oil. Turn it off now. Right, so I think now it's time to plate up. Right, so I'm just going to plate up the veggies. I'm going to do Ian's first. Lovely mushrooms and corn, the sesame oil and the garlic and ginger. Sorry about that, had a bit of a coughing fit. So now it's down to these beef cheeks. So if you look at that, a few bits have fell off. If you look, you can actually see it's just falling apart. And some of that sauce. Just over the top. This would be lovely with rice, noodles, anything like that. But as you know, we're not eating stuff like that at the moment. I'm just going to pop that back over there a second. Get rid of that. And just because I got sesame oil in there, I'm just going to put a few little sesame seeds over the top. And then I think it's time to eat.
Look at that. That looks absolutely banging. So right, taste testing time. Right, knife and fork job. Let's get in there. Right. I mean, look at that. It's just pulling apart. Look at that. You could probably do that with a spoon, it's that soft. Look at that. I've got to try a bit of that just by itself. Yum yum. Oh. Oh. Wow, that is amazing. That is literally falling apart. The glaze on it is unreal. With the oriental flavours on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely banging. Oh. I don't know what to tell you. It's just absolutely delicious, that. What?
It's such an easy meal. It's just put everything in a pot and let it go in the oven.
People without teeth could eat that. That's just what. Right, some of the veg. I was going to have this with some pad tray one, but we couldn't find any, could we? So we ended up with broccoli. It's still good.
Broccoli, mushrooms and baby corn, so...
Lovely. Even the mushrooms taste nice in that glaze. Baby corn. I like baby corn anyway, it's lovely. That is a proper, delicious, sort of like fake away-ish taste, but with beef cheeks. Absolutely banging. That is a must try, that one.
It's a cheap cut of beef and it's as tender as hell when you actually cook it long and slow.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to settle down and eat this before I will go watch my football. So yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 for me for that one. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, once again, thank you everybody for watching, for all your lovely comments, all your lovely the times that you share and your subscriptions and all your lovely recipe ideas. Keep them all coming, we love it. Enjoyed the live that we did last night. That was that. Maybe had a little bit too much to drink.
Yes.
I was a little bit squiffy at the end of it, but hey, it is what it is. So for us now, the weekend's over, back to work tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys very, very soon on the next one.
Thank you very much, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye for now.